Hey guys, my Viking 82 here, back to show off some more plunder that I've acquired over the last little while. Had a chance to record a video today after work, so I thought I'd show off another little stack of things that I've had sitting around for a while that have, slowly been coming in. I just haven't had a chance to really show. And this first one is probably one that's going to shock a lot of people. They probably would never expect me to show a CD by this guy, and I never thought I would ever show a CD by this guy. And that is Michael Bolton with Everybody's Crazy. Yes, that Michael Bolton, the one who's known for his sappy love songs and things like that. But believe it or not, when he started out his career back in 1975, he was playing hard rock. Of course, you've seen me show the Blackjack CD, which features Bruce Kulick, formerly of Kiss, on guitar. Those two did 2 albums with that band, and this is actually the 4th full-length album by Michael Bolton under the Michael Bolton name, because he used to go by his original name, which is Michael Bolton, and he changed it to Michael Bolton, released this album, and it has Bruce Kulick on guitar, which is the main reason that I picked this up, and it's actually really good 80s style hard rock / metal. Bruce is amazing on here, and of course Michael Bolton's voice is actually really good. I believe the album that came out before this also has Bruce on guitar, so I'm gonna have to check that one out as well. So yeah. Next up, got this off of eBay, and this is something that somebody in a group I was in on Facebook posted about. And I'd actually forgotten about this band and this particular album for a while, and that is As Blood Runs Black with Ground Zero. Yeah, deathcore band out of LA, been around since 2003. This is their 3rd full-length album out on Standby Records. Came out in 2014. The band actually crowdfunded this. And this was actually intended to be their last album, and they're actually still going. And this is the first album to feature their new vocalist, Chris Bartholomew. And like I said, I completely forgot about this. I remember when this was coming out, and when it finally released, I never saw it anywhere, and I didn't know how to get a copy, and I just completely forgot about it. And then, like I said, I saw a post on a group I'm in, and I was like, oh, I gotta pick that up, and got it for a really good price, still sealed. And this is fantastic. I loved their first album. Their second one was kind of, it was alright. But this one is so freaking good. It's definitely got the deathcore elements, but it also tends to, I think, lean more towards the death metal side of things. And I really enjoyed this. So if you can get a copy, definitely pick that one up. Next up, the next 2, I believe, where did I get these from? I'm trying to remember where I got these from exactly. Can't remember if it was Goat Throne Records or might have been Famine Records. I can't remember off the top of my head. But first up, we have the Crotum with Condemned to Burn. Death metal band out of Romania, been around since 2019. This is their debut full-length album out on Tenebrous Aberrations. Came out just last year. It's limited to 500 copies. It's pretty decent stuff. I mean, I listened to it a few different times, and it was okay. This one though is definitely one you need to check out. That is Sorcery with Blood Chilling Tales. Of course, Sorcery, they're a death metal band out of Sweden, been around since 1986. This is a reissue of their debut full-length album put out on Thrashing Fist Productions, again limited to 500 copies. It also has their Ancient Creation demo from 1988 and their Unholy Crusade demo from 1989. And my only gripe with this is really, I don't like the fact that both demos are tacked on to the end of one CD. This should have been a 2 CD set, I think, because it's 21 tracks in total. And I think what they should have done is done one disc, which is the album, and then the second disc with both demos on it, and I'd have been completely happy. But that's just kind of a minor gripe with me. That's just how I like things. I hate when they just tack on a bunch of bonus tracks to an album. But this is really good. And I know there was another reissue of this at some point earlier. I want to say, I'm trying to think of the label that put that out. But there was another one that was just the full-length album and a couple bonus tracks, which I would definitely be trying to pick up that copy. But definitely check out Sorcery. Really good stuff. Next up, Cadaver with their latest album, Etter and Bile. Yeah, death metal band out of Norway, been around since 1988. So yeah, these guys are definitely veterans of the scene. This is their fourth full-length album out on Nuclear Blast just last year. This is another one that I got kind of late in the year, so I really couldn't have given it enough time to really make my year-end list. But yeah, this is really killer stuff. I definitely recommend checking this out. I think Cadaver are just amazing. And the last two actually came from my latest Metalhead box. I know I didn't do an unboxing for that. Just things around that time just kind of prevented me from doing that. But I will show the CDs that I got. And first up, we have Gore with Grave of Gore. Yeah, brutal death metal band out of Connecticut, been around since 2019. This is actually a one-man project of a man just going by K. Yeah, this is the debut EP. It was originally released digitally by K himself, and then eventually Life After Death. Life After Death put the CD out, limited to 100 copies. So I'm really happy to get this, and this is some really awesome death metal. The drums on this actually kind of remind me of Dying Fetus, early Dying Fetus. And it's kind of funny because this one and the last one that I'm going to show are both albums that I was kind of eyeballing and debating on picking up myself at some point, and then I got them both in the Metalhead box at the same time, so it was like it was meant to be. And last but not least, Goratori with Sour Grapes. A lot of people have been telling me about this album and recommending it to me. I've listened, I think, to one song from it. Thought it sounded pretty good. And like I said, I was eyeballing it, debating whether I wanted to pick it up, and then I get it in the Metalhead box. I still have not actually had a chance to listen to this one yet. But, these guys are a technical, brutal death metal band out of Boston, been around since 2000. This is their fourth full-length, put out just last year on Everlasting Spew. And this actually features current and former members of Deeds of Flesh, Despised Icon, Job for a Cowboy, Serpent of Gnosis, among others. So some really killer bands involved in this, I guess you could say. So I'm really looking forward to checking this out. But that is going to do it. Thank you guys so much for watching and subscribing. And until next time, stay brutal.